Good morning, or whenever you're watching this. Good evening, good afternoon. Thanks for joining me. It's Jen here. This is a reading for December 28th, 2019, almost the end of a decade. Pretty crazy. I remember thinking when it turned 2000, I was like, oh, I'm going to be 30. And now I'll tell you that those 20 years between 30 and I just turned 49 went by really fast. So, what are you waiting for? I have, and this is not really related to what I was just saying, but I've had this song in my head. I don't even know who sings it. It's like, how's it gonna be? How's it gonna be? I think is what it's called. I'm really not sure that I can take anymore. How's it gonna be when you're not around or something? It's not very an upbeat song, but to me it's about anxiety, and just when I'm thinking about it, the feeling of worry about letting go. But it's weird that we won't let go of things that we know bring us pain, and to really kind of think about that. Wow, two majors. So we got the star card, the strength card, the Leo, and the devil. Holy moly. And the Five of Swords. Yeah. Healing from past hurts is just the name of the game this week. Wrapping up the year, do an assessment, a journaling, and then let that shit go. Let it go, and try to make a real effort not to bring it into this year. Our inner demons like to come out. They're always there. They're never, I think, managing expectations. They're never just going to go away. You're never going to be completely, maybe some things, but we learn how to manage and deal with things. It's very rare, like, check, that's off my list. I will never have anxiety again. I will never think about that person again. But it's understanding you get triggered by something, and then you're like, oh, there it is. There's that devil testing me again, and acknowledging it and releasing it, and not having that lead to some downward spiral of, I thought I had a handle on this. Why can't I get through it? Here I am again. Here I am with a bad relationship. To try to shift that in our mind. This beautiful star card. Healing. This is the other side. This is the vice versa tarot. And there's a flower she's watering on this side. Healing. Dreaming again. Looking forward to something. I can't tell what kind of bird. It looks like a heron. The strength card. Strength. Making yourself vulnerable, putting yourself out there. Not allowing one situation to get you completely off track. So we have the Ace of Wands under this, and this is a card of passion, inspiration, enthusiasm, motivation. So be careful that you don't give power to other people and allow it to defeat you before you even get started. That's giving your power away to things that shouldn't be allowed to be influencing you so strongly. Let's pull some romance cards, shall we? my, are you kidding me? This has come out, I think, almost every day this week, this Ace of Pentacles. There's 78 cards in here. And I shuffle and I mix them into the deck. That is statistically pretty crazy. New beginning, new way of living your everyday life. When this card comes up, changes in some way, like tangibly how you live your life. So literally where you live, or you could spruce up or change where you live. You may want to do a really deep New Year cleaning, declutter, open up all your cabinets, sage if you want. Sage can kind of bother me. But even just setting your intentions, taking like a fan or something, just like a hand fan, opening cabinets and like just fanning the energy through, like the air through, to just get rid of negative energy. Open your windows a little bit. It's winter here, but it's not going to do anything if you do it for just a little bit in each room while you're clearing the energy, decluttering. Whoops. Seven of Wands. This is setting boundaries, setting your standards with someone. Having those hard conversations and letting people know where you stand, what your boundaries are, the quality of person that you have self-respect, and that there are certain things you just will not tolerate. And it doesn't have to be in a nasty way. You don't have to get defensive about it. This is something Matthew Hussey talks about a lot, so you might want to, I don't know him or get any money, but he has good advice for just dealing with people, whether it's romantic or not, just how to deal with people in general. Not lowering your standards for someone. Yeah, so it's interesting. We have the it's the Eight of Swords, and so interesting because it's right below the Devil here, and this is what the Devil looks like in the Devil card in this deck. So yeah, it's feeling tied to something. It's right under that Eight of Swords. So what do you feel tied to? What is holding you back? What are your fears right now? To really explore them and make sure you own them as your own fears as you're stepping into this newness with someone. And it's kind of checking to make sure you're not self-sabotaging. Look at this gorgeous Three of Wands. I love this card. They just look so into each other and focused on each other. And this is a card about looking at the big picture. So it's planning their lives together, to starting to talk. So if you're seeing someone, if you're not already completely committed, you're starting to talk about making plans, more distant plans, sort of planning a life together. Ooh, really nice energy here. Healing, beautiful, vulnerable, but in a good way, opening up to someone, letting them in. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.